All right, we got Corey Sandhagen versus TJ Dillashaw. And Corey's the better striker here, even though TJ has the ground advantage, but I don't think it's really going to matter. I think TJ isn't going to be what he used to be. I think he's going to look quite trash out there, and Corey's he's gonna shine in this one. He might even knock him out. So I'm going to go with Corey, probably by finish, but we'll just say straight money line bet on Corey. All right, the next, we got a co-main event between Aspen Ladd and Maycee Barber. I mean, it's a good girls fight, but definitely not a co-main worthy battle here. Maycee is the better striker for sure. Aspen Ladd, a couple question marks on her. She looked good, but then she lost, and people blame it on the whole weight cut, but sometimes that's some bullshit, okay? We've seen plenty of people look like shit and then come back. So we're going to go with Maycee Barber in this one. I think she's going to outland her. If it does go to the ground, I think Aspen could hold her down quite a bit, but it's not going to be enough. Battle of the lesbians. We have the outdoor lesbian versus the smoker lesbian, and I'm going to go with this tall, skinny smoker lesbian on this one. Maycee Barber. All right, the next one, we got Kyler Phillips versus Rulian Paiva. Paiva's a bum. He's a fucking bum. 20-3? How? Dude is not that good. Okay, Kyler's going to come in here, at least in theory. He should come in here and wreck this dude. He might be one of the best fighters in the entire division. I know I say things like this and people are like, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Remember when I called the Jake Paul fight between Ben Askren? Remember that? All right. So anyway, Kyler Phillips is going to knock him out probably, and but I just do the straight money line on this one. He's got better takedown and submission, way better hands. Kyler Phillips is the new generation. All right, the next fight, we got Darren Elkins versus Darrick Minner. And, Darrick Minner, sometimes he looks pretty good in there with his whole submission technique, and he looked the best recently. And Darren Elkins is trash. Whatever that fight was, I think it was a Stephen Wonder, the Wonder Boy Woodley fight that fell through, was the main event, and Darren Elkins came back and won that fight, but dude, he looked like trash then, and that was a long-ass time ago, okay? So I'm going to go with Darrick Minner. He's just got the better hands, way better submission, and he's going to finish him, most likely, but I play it safe. All right, we're going to go with Minner. The next fight, we got Miranda Maverick versus Maycee Barber, and, Miranda Maverick, she's pretty good. She's got surprisingly good hands. I mean, it doesn't look like the best thing ever, but she mixes it in with the takedown and whatnot, and she's just a strong girl. And I think Maycee Barber is basically a less good version of Miranda Maverick, and she's coming off that knee injury and whatnot, and she has a little bit lacking of heart, even though people say that she has more heart because of that. I don't know. You're losing to Roxanne Modafferi, okay? But she's a decent fighter. She'd probably win any street fight against most chicks, but she should probably be playing softball somewhere because Maverick's going to plow through her, okay? And maybe they'll be on the beach together after this, like her and that other chick. All right, the next one, we got Mickey Gall versus Jordan Williams, and that is not a prelim fight? Wow, okay. Jordan Williams, we've seen on the Dana White Contender Series. He's got hands, man. 9-4, he's better than that, okay? He's definitely better than that. Mickey Gall, his ferocious win over CM Punk was just mind-boggling. Hall of Fame worthy, the best thing I've ever seen. That's sarcasm, because Mickey Gall, he's really not that great, okay? He's not that great. Didn't he lose to Diego Sanchez? So does that tell you anything? Jordan Williams would destroy Diego Sanchez and knock him out. I think he does the same to Mickey Mouse Gall. Yeah, so we're going to go with Williams. All right, the next one, we got Punahele Soriano versus Brendan Allen. Magic Carpet Ride Allen. And I liked when he had that song. But Soriano, man, this dude's a badass, okay? He's got hands. He was a Division III wrestler or whatever, state champion. Brendan Allen wants to come in and submit people that have good hands. He wants to come in and knock people out that have, better ground game, blah, blah, blah. Brendan Allen, he's a good fighter, but I don't know. I don't know. Like against Kevin Holland, he looks like a world beater. And then other times he looks like he's getting beaten himself, like the Sean Strickland fight. Was that the Sean Strickland fight? Yeah. And Punahele, we haven't really seen him look that weak. He just kind of demolishes anybody he goes against. So we're going to keep it simple, and we're going to go with Soriano. He's just better everywhere and can negate the takedown. Okay. All right, the next one we got Imavov versus Ian Heinisch. And Heinisch, I kind of doubt this guy sometimes. He's like right below, he's like good. He's a good fighter. He ain't no great fighter, But he's got some power and can knock you out. Imavov, I think he's shaping up to be a great fighter. So I'm going to keep it simple and short this week. I'm going to go with Imavov. I think he's got better hands. I think he's just going to be better everywhere. All right, the next fight, we got Adrian Yanez versus Randy Costa. And this is an interesting battle. This might be the fight of the prelims for real. Oh, well, I don't know. That main event of the prelims is pretty exciting. But, I think every fight fan is excited for this one. It depends on what you like. Do you like the fundamental guy that you think is going to get it done, or do you think that Randy Costa is going to pull off something a little more tricky and exotic on the more fundamental, sound guy? I think that the safe bet here is going to be Yanez. He's going to have the more fundamental hands, and I don't think he's going to make any mistakes or take any unnecessary risk. I'm going to go with Yanez in this one. All right, the next fight, we got Julio Arce versus Andre Ewell. And Ewell is on the fade list. He's on the bum list, and Arce is not. And based on that, he's got better hands, better everything, basically. And I'm going to go with Julio Arce. And I just realized I didn't do the physical advantages in this one, so I hope you guys know them, or can look at them on the screen at least. The next fight, we got a women's flyweight fight. I'm going to end it here with Sijara Eubanks versus Elise Reed. And you know how I do it. No picture, no bet. We're going to go with Sijara Eubanks. I've doubted her before, but man, she's not that bad. Let's win some money.